welcome back to Create and Craft with Katie. First of all, I have to apologise for my huge time away. I was actually in Spain for 3 weeks over this summer visiting my mom, making lots of memories, but I was always planning on coming back, and so now it's fall, one of my favourite times of the year for decorating, and I thought I'd come back and show you a quick wreath. Now we're starting with this spring wreath from At Home. Their florals at the moment are 75% off, so this wreath, which was $19.99, was only $5. They also have these beautiful sunflowers. They were $12.99, so $3.25 for a bunch with, no, $4.25 with, no, $3.25. I can't do math today. They're beautiful sunflowers. You get 7 on one bunch. If you can't find them, Walmart do also have white sunflowers. They're a little bit smaller, not quite as nice. I like a muted tone towards my fall decor, but I am actually going to add in some traditional oranges. These hops are from the Dollar Tree, along with these bulrushes. I have some mini pumpkins also from At Home. You get 12 for $4.99. I also have the white clip-on pumpkins from the Dollar Tree, 3 for $1. I have plenty of ribbons. This one is from the new autumn collection at Joanns, really nice ribbon. I've got a hot glue gun, scissors, E6000. I have a sign. This was $1 from the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet, but what I wanted to do was explain that while this is predominantly spring, if you take away the purple and add in your other flowers, you can use a clearance item to create a brand new wreath for this season. The thing I'm going to do with this wreath is to remove the purple. For me, it screams predominantly spring, which obviously it does. It's supposed to be a, I don't know, lilac, lavender, something like that. Now, luckily with this wreath, these are super simple to remove. Now, I think I'm also going to remove these little white blossoms because, again, they look a little bit too springy for me. They will be fairly hidden, but again, it's no trouble to just remove them from the wreath. And I can save these for something else. These are very malleable. I think I'm going to take off the succulents too. Not necessarily because they're the wrong colour, but they may get in the way of adding to the wreath width, considering that we're going to be using some flowers and a sign. Now, I really like an offset wreath, so my aim is that I will be working here and here, leaving this part open. My initial idea, I may do some of this off camera because sometimes I have to tweak it around a little, is that I like these sunflowers. They are large, and I do like to add them in threes. They are more aesthetically pleasing, certainly to me. I did initially want the wreath to be this way with pumpkins in the center, but these, they don't look right to me. They look like two big eyes, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to find a way to add them onto here, and then I'm hoping that we can work in this sign, and then we will add in some other colors. So I've had a little play around with it. I think the size of the sunflowers are only going to warrant 2 of them. I think the sign being a similar size will balance out the thirds. I think we're going to put this in here. I've added one of the little clip pumpkins just to have a little look what it looks like, and poked a couple of these just in. We're going to make it go up and out, sort of in a semicircle. I'm going to play around with it a little bit more and then we'll come back. So I added the hop flowers in here. I took apart the bulrushes. I didn't like these plasticky leaves, so took them apart and remade them back with the fronds. Now I wanted to add a bow of some sort. I was going to do it coming out here, but there's not really enough room for the bow part there. I don't want it here where it's going to fill the space. So I've sort of made something a little different. This is the tail part, and I've hot glued this together. Then I made a simple loop and tied it together with a bit of the raffia that was on one of the boxes, and I'm actually going to put it onto the wreath in two separate pieces. Let me see if I can show you. So I want some of it coming down this side and some of it coming down this side. This side isn't actually hot glued on. I thought I may be able to switch it out if I wanted to. There was a little stem, and this has a sawtooth hanger on the back of it. So I've actually hooked it on, so this is maneuverable, so I can work around it. So I'm going to place the tail sort of behind it because I want it to sort of flow around. I really like this orange ribbon. I mean, it's bright enough that it's definitely fall, but it's got that muted tone. Plus, it's the buffalo check that everybody likes, but it's obviously orange instead of the black. Now, so my tails are it's wired, so I can manipulate it into where I want it to go. The other part of the bow, obviously, the loops are going to sit just here, but I thought rather than just glue it on, I'd see if I could attach it using one of the little pumpkin clips. So we'll see. Obviously it's going to be at an angle. The top of this is going to match up with the edge of this piece. It also means that if I don't like it, because it isn't glued down, I can take it off, I can move it, I can take it off completely if I really don't want. So this clip is just about big enough to hold my loop in place. So I'm going to give it one little more tweak, but I think we're almost complete. So I actually ended up taking the pumpkin off its clip because the clip wasn't really big enough to attach them all together. So I hot glued the bow, the top bow part to the tail, and hot glued this pumpkin onto here. And I added just a little more of the hops to balance it out on this side. So I think I'm pretty pleased with the result. I mean, it's cost less than $15 to complete it. Now obviously you don't have to utilize an old wreath. If you've got one, then go ahead. Otherwise you can buy these grapevine wreaths fairly inexpensively in Walmart and Michael's, probably, I don't know, $5 or $6 a piece. And as I say, the sunflowers, you can find white sunflowers all over the place at the moment. I know they definitely have them in Walmart. I just really liked these particular ones, and you get a lot for your money on clearance. It's really worth checking the clearance places in your craft stores, home decor stores, because these are now at 75, maybe even 90% off in places like Hobby Lobby. Not that they have much left, but and it's worth it because sometimes you can pick up a few items that you can utilize for other holidays. Anyway, we're going to go and place it on the front door and we'll come back to you. So here it is on my front door. I really like the way that the oranges all come together, and it pops really well against my navy front door. The next wreath that we do, you'll probably see it on a new front door, as I have actually painted another one ready to replace this one. So I'll share that with you when I've finished. Thanks very much for joining me. I really hope that you'll subscribe. I have lots of things coming up. I know I had that big break over the summer, but I have a lot of fall and Halloween things planned, and even into Christmas. So happy crafting, and we'll see you later.